All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Let me make sure everything's good to go. Welcome to another set of games here on NBA 2K14. We are in the 2002-2003 season. We are now officially, or we've been officially in 2003. Let's see, kind of slogged through the first couple games last time, and we'll kind of get through most of it this time. I know we got Washington, and it looks like we'll take on Seattle. And then after that, I don't know how the Lakers are looking right now. Other than that, we're kind of zipping by most of these guys. 85, 89, 80, 86, 89, maybe Minnesota. And then you got Phoenix. And then it's the All-Star break. So I don't know. Maybe I might do 3 games. I'm not sure yet exactly. 2 games might be good enough. We'll see. But nonetheless, we still haven't hit 10 losses on the season. We're 6 games up in our division alone. 30-9, I think, is probably good for... oh, my goodness. There we go. Probably good for best record just period right now. 3 games ahead of the Pistons in the East, and then that would put us, looks like 5 games ahead of who's ahead in the West with the Rockets. Still looking pretty good. I forget. We had, I'm trying to remember what our trade, who did we have next year? Clippers. That's who we're, okay, so current 1-1. All right, so we got Wizards, Mavericks, and Clippers coming up. So let me see just how things are going with that. Wizards, Mavericks, Clippers. Let's see here. Wizards are up here, so it's whatever. Mavericks and Clippers. Let's see here. Mavericks are about halfway through. Clippers are right there too. I think I was sitting here hoping that they were going to do a little bit worse as for a possible top 5 pick, considering this is the year that you're going to have a franchise guy as like a if you get top 5, which is still possible, anything's possible, but right now they're all still probably borderline lottery picks at this, borderline early lottery picks at this point. Nonetheless, I mean, there's still some guys there I could do. Plus, I could always trade them for something better if I need a guy. I mean, we'll figure that out. We still got to get to the All-Star break, but we've got our game against Washington here. All right. Let's see here. Oh. First. Jesus. Oh, we should give them actual Wizards jerseys. There you go. And then we'll give our guys our jerseys. I made these blue ones and I just never use them because I always just pick the black ones. There we go. All right. Jesus, first and everything.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching
Jesus.
The NBA. Friday night in the NBA. It's
I'm
the Washington Wizards going up against the Orlando Magic. And now we head out to Dallas with Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg.
There we go. I'm just trying to get a good thing running here. Come on. Oh. That's right. I was busy clicking on something else. There we go.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you.
We're all right.
At the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks.
Chris Webber, Elton Brand. Other than that, they must just have an overall really good team. I think that's probably where we're at. Oh, Yao's hurt right now, it looks like.
Along with Doris Burke, who will be joining us courtside moments from
Not the
now.
worst, not the best, though, either.
For our game, here are tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Thomas?
Well, he's a shooter, and I think you have to watch
There we go.
him to drift to that corner.
Oh, yes. Also, I was working on a new scoreboard, like a custom scoreboard. I think it pretty simplistic, and I hope it'll work out pretty well.
Steve, I'd like to touch on one other thing here.
Woo!
Which is how
There you
well
go.
he sets a pick.
There you go.
You know how important that is, as good a shooter as you were when you played.
Very
Brings
nice.
up his teammates with some very rugged screens. He's really one of the
There we
best
go.
in the league at doing that.
The Magic again playing host, continuing
Maybe the
their
last
home
2K14
streak
we were
this
talking
one.
about the dumb
They like
indie
their
wrestling
chances,
take
but
my
this
friend
will be a
made.
tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
Well, they are who we thought they'd be coming into the season. They come at you
Oop,
aggressively.
there we go.
They attack you in multiple ways.
You didn't post anything new.
That is very, very dangerous.
And defensively, they've been really solid as well. I mean, no
What?
question.
Damn it! With the turnover. Come on, man.
Best teams. I mean, now they've got one eye on the playoffs, so keep an eye on them.
Good on the shot.
Really good awareness
that's
right
all
there
right.
on the assist.
So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. I forgot what the... I did not mean to do that. I meant to hit icon pass and then hit X to throw to Sharif. And I forgot that in 2K14, that was the alley-oop button. I've just never really used the alley-oop buttons in this game.
Just 5 to shoot. No good from
Didn't they dumb it? Didn't they? I guess not dumb it down, but didn't they simplify it to like?
They went to Washington for their last meeting with
Didn't they simplify that to like double tap Y?
They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd.
Oh,
They never
there we go.
let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands
Oh
the whole
no!
time.
I don't know if I want to see the dumb take from Twitter.
to get this game started. Brand a screen on Hardaway. Here's
Oh.
Hudson.
There's a lot of dumb takes on
Here's
Twitter.
Brand. Duncan with the block.
Damn it! Can we get a rebound off a block? Is it their guys that are tired? Yeah, their guys are tired.
It's another look. So
Oh.
the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Way to play.
All right,
attack
let's see.
mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make
Bloodline
sure
Story is what everyone's talking about, but indie wrestling promoters still wonder why they can't sell tickets when all they do is book matches for
Wizards
their
making a
the
switch
Twitter
here.
gifts.
Wallace is checked in.
Oh, it's Vinny Massaro. Yeah, that's. I mean, he's whatever. Currently booked several promotions with and without TV, and the shows are sellout because of the storylines. I've seen. Sometimes people just don't want to go to indie shows too. Like I don't know the idea of just like, oh, they sell out because of the storylines. Okay, cool. I've seen it. That's the thing is I've seen indie shows that do storylines and like they'll sell decently well. And then there's stuff like you know, Revolver sells extremely well. They got storylines. You know, sometimes the only thing is if they're not like on, if they're not like showcasing anything on like YouTube or something like that, people tend to forget if they haven't done a show in a couple months. They got to remind people. But I've seen people who did storylines and it still didn't really matter all that much
Now here's
because it's an indie show and a lot of people don't want to do indie shows. It's kind of like going to a G League basketball game. It could be a very compelling game, but sometimes people just don't want to go to a G League basketball game. Think about GCW doesn't want to say GCW because
3 minutes played.
what if he books them?
Shot by Hudson.
Yeah, no shit. It is Vinny Massaro, which means he probably is saying that, but he also thinks, well, I could end up over here.
Outside Hardaway.
I don't want Brett Lauderdale to be mad at me and not book me.
Feeds it to Scott.
There's still a possibility.
Abdur Rahim guarded by Weber.
Oh my God.
And it's out of bounds.
Damn it.
The Wizards will take it the other way. Well, most coaches will tell you you need scoring in the paint to be successful. And here are some big men around the league that have been providing.
This does a little bit better at the
Third position, Elton Brand.
top guys
Among those big men, but they have one
list
thing
there.
much in common. They can dominate offensively, face up or back to the basket. They can get it done.
And that's what makes
oop.
that list so intriguing to me, Steve, just how varied it is in terms of technique each of those big men use. I mean, you could fill a textbook by taking a little piece of
All right,
each
what do
of
we
their
got? What do we
games. I
got?
mean, they all do
ISO.
something different and unique and do it well.
And
There you go. That was easy enough to create space. Jesus.
got his.
It's like
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical
It's the
day at
foreign
office,
talent who
one
won't
of
be
the
here
more
next week
skilled
thing.
offensive
Of course.
players out there.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
How did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind. To
Usually when I see these takes, it's usually because it's like it's usually because they're not booking me. It's like when AJ Gray did like his shit on like the Collective or whatever, like what was it, last year or maybe to 2021, whenever they kind of started doing Collective stuff, and he was like, "There's not enough representation on the shows," and it's just like there's just not enough of you on the shows. That's what the real problem is here. The real problem is that you're a mediocre wrestler, and you think that you should be booked on more shows. It's the classic. There's a problem that can be solved by hiring me and giving me money. They do that in like video games and movies and all that other stuff. A minutes late, thanks Twitch. I mean, it's not that bad. You can see haven't gone that far. What is he? What are you doing, my man?
Wagner, Tinsley covering. 5 to shoot. Wagner passes to Conca.
Oh, Jesus.
To finish it off. This game's gonna
That's all right.
big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect.
I was looking for a foul. Still didn't get it.
Exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over
But usually that's how this works, is when they're trying to make it it's an us problem. They have a problem. They're not using, they try to make it a big collective issue rather than the fact that it's just like the who was it? One of the Impact women. It was either Rosemary or Jordan Grace. It might have been both of them, honestly, that were like, oh, this Forbidden Door thing seems to not have a lot of Impact women coming over. Or no, they just said like, they didn't even say Impact women, or it's just like they just didn't seem to want Impact around for this, for a lot of these Forbidden Door things. And it's like, no, they were using Impact. They just weren't using you.
Absolutely. It was just one of those games where the hot shooting of a couple of players eventually just infected everybody.
Scott Wallace covering.
Another one of those. You have a problem that could be solved by giving me money.
Getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Here's Hudson. He has 6.
Come on. Come on.
Number 77.
Nope.
Concat.
Ah, damn it.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
When you bring his name up, what I can't get out of my head is how ferocious he is as a rebounder.
You know, that's really a good way to describe him. He devotes so much energy to his work.
We'll showcase the guys that just subbed out. No. Okay.
And he's good on the second.
The main thing there was that he got them.
Shows Vinny Massaro books. Yeah, they better be goddamn. I'm imagining they're like, oh my God, can we get a pass off? No. I sell those storylines. Yeah, I want to know how many fans come into the buildings that you book. I want to see the shows. I want to see what it looks like. God damn it, all the hell. Get back in bounds. Why are the guys acting like such nutcases today? Just stay in bounds. Stay in bounds and throw a pass. I don't know what's the problem here. Get a pass off and don't step on the line. How hard is this?
Yeah, I expected them to be a few rungs up the ladder from where they are. That drive, that motivation has been sorely lacking.
Ooh, that's a long 2. Ah! Damn it.
Outside Thomas. The Wizards
Whoops.
the ball around now.
Man, I don't know why I'm flailing about this poorly right now.
By Hardaway.
That's fine. We still got 3 quarters left after this. It's not terrible.
The Magic trail by
Could be a lot worse. Just gotta. Oh,
Here's Padgett, and it's rejected.
Jesus, I suck.
The Magic will retain possession. Wizards making a switch here. .35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Tinsley.
There you go. Damn it.
Get another chance. Hardaway kicks to Tinsley. Back to Hardaway.
Not what I wanted you to do. I literally flicked the stick backwards for you to do a fadeaway. and yet you leaned into it. That is not what I told you to do, Penny.
When he's got the ball near the hoop.
There you go. Just hit a wide open three. Or don't hit a wide open three. That works too.
Here's Thomas.
Wow.
The shot will not go.
What a first quarter.
First quarter is in the books.
I need to figure this out.
And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Ugh.
Coming up Monday, January 20th, the Utah Jazz go up against the Miami Heat. Be there.
Kobe in a Jazz jersey, McGrady in a Heat jersey. Cursed.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and
There you
force.
go. There you go.
And I've
Nope,
noticed
nope,
also
nope.
that their quick hands have led
But
to a lot
hold on to the ball, Tim.
as a result.
Hardaway.
Oh my God, he's blowing A+ shots today.
Had to take. But
Penny is just straight up blowing A+ shots today.
For Washington. Misses from close range.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
And for the Magic. Bender covered by Brand. Screen by Duncan. 6 to shoot.
All right. Well,
The whistle, contact.
is this going to be most of our points today? Is just trying to get foul shots off?
Fourth free throw shot of the night. First free throw is good.
There's Sharif.
Wizards making a switch here. Weber's checked in.
Up.
Duncan
Okay.
drops them both. Wizards leading by 4. So on the floor
All right.
for Washington.
It's not awful. We're only losing by 4. Still plenty of time.
Second quarter of basketball about
Just started the second quarter.
Weber covered by Duncan. And he
Ah.
as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's what they're hanging.
What is
their
this?
hat
What are you
on today,
linking, man? What are you linking, man?
Hard-nosed, smash
Okay,
mouth
cool.
Play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in
Okay.
the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
That free throw
There's a lot more stuff I wanted to like on Twitter just because, like, you're obviously just crawling through my Twitter likes.
into
Like, listen. Oh, look at that. Faked out a whole bunch of them on the way.
That's where you like to get
Jesus, had them all jumping around. Tim Duncan
number 3.
carrying this team right now.
Here's Weber. Shot is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. Backing him down is Duncan.
Ah!
That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And we have a
Not before,
look at the
after.
best three-point
After you
shooters
saw what?
in the NBA. Number 1, the Magic.
That was my thought when you were talking about my Twitter likes. It's like, did it come across as like so and so like this,
More than other teams.
or were you just digging through my Twitter likes to find things to incriminate me with?
Getting good looks from behind the arc.
Oh, you found that tweet after?
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter.
I don't even know what. I'm lost as to what you even mean by the tweet.
That's foul number 2.
I feel like you need to be super extra specific.
Another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
He kicks it to Hardaway. And he banks in the layup.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
The one you just
They should
posted.
really continue
Okay.
to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest
See,
of the
that's all you had to say. You didn't have to go 1 word, 2 words. No, just
And good on the basket.
you could just say, I questioned you before I saw this specific tweet that I just posted. That's all you had to say.
The way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
The blocking
Got it.
is called as the shot goes down.
Well, his body
Chris Webber on his second, too.
I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play, even with the
Oh, my God, really?
over. He's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot.
Come on, Penny.
You know, one other thing you have to
Oh, shit.
comes to him is his skill on the low block. Terrific footwork, nice up and under.
Oh, come on.
Tremendous.
Was it really that guarded? He was only like half-assing it, too. Or can he only shoot threes?
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D.
I think I need like a strong. Mayberry's a good like.
Well, I tell you what, that is
He's a good shooting point guard, and I could still get points off of him. I feel like I need like a playmaking point guard too.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Duncan with a screen on Hudson. Kicks to Duncan. Here's Becker.
There you go. Oh my God, we're blowing it all today. We're just shitting the joint up today. That's what's happening here.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Wizards lead. The Magic shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks.
Don't worry, I'm going to find more and more free Wi-Fi posts. Every relatively cute picture that Hikari Noah and now Kakuta post, I'm going to like. And Yuki Arai ones are showing up in my not notifications, but in my algorithm now too.
They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
No.
Outside Hardaway. Lock at 6. Unloads. Oh, and
There we go. Oh, it was long too.
good. And now just a 3-point Wizards lead. So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting. And wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Still only a 3-point game. Not bad.
Guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Wagner.
I really don't want to get rid of Mayberry, though. That's the only thing, is I really like Mayberry, and I traded to get him back.
Get a shot off here. And
Ooh, nice defense there, too.
24-second violation.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stay.
They're something. We are something.
Point shooting, third in field goal percentage, and they also show up top.
You probably follow Rai's Twitter. I don't.
Man, you look
I
at those
should.
numbers and what
Oh, but because I do follow Notika's her personal Twitter,
they've just done a nice job of
a lot of Yuki Aino's stuff shows
shooters
up.
out there and really passing the ball unselfishly.
And now some ice ribbon stuff will show up occasionally too.
Weber in the post. Doesn't get
Because I've liked enough Ram tweets that I just get Ram tweets now without even having to follow her.
Here's Abdul Rahim. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on brand. And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the
Oh God, he's shaking.
straight at home for the team.
He's getting new victims. Shut up.
And the first one drops.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact.
Shit, that was way
creating
early.
opportunities
That was
for free
way
throws.
early.
Well, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Here's Wagner. And they're going to
Ugh.
the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point
Oh,
play.
this is a thing today.
They're more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Miller's checked in for the Magic. Hoiberg, defended by Wagner.
That's not what I wanted.
He dishes it to Scott. They set the pick.
Oh God, that's forever away. Why did he go like that too? Damn it!
Washington making a change here. Here's Hudson. 6 points for him. Poked away.
Oh. There we go.
The backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Chance now to check out the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule.
You don't have enough problematic people you follow.
Start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Well, yeah,
Dishes to Miller.
there probably would be, but I don't directly follow them.
And Alston with the basket on the assist by Miller.
You follow Jordan. I'm not going to follow Jordan Peterson.
Getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
I'm not going to follow Jordan Peterson so he can keep going. This is why we need actual IDs on Twitter.
On the finger roll.
Everyone should be submitting their DNA so that they can have
Capitalizing on that steal.
an actual account and we can know their real names. Trump, no.
Here's Here's Hudson. Tinsley covering. 5 on the clock. The jump hook.
Andrew Tate, no.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Hudson's got 8 points. Inside.
Oh, shoot.
Hudson kicks to Miller.
There we go.
Down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Rising high to
I will name one is that I do follow like Nick Ricada's tweets. That's considered a problematic person, I guess. Is I'll follow some of his stuff.
Green passes it to Concat.
Shit.
Number 77. Banked in off the glass.
How do you spell that name?
From the defense.
What? Rekieta, I think. He has his YouTube channel as well that has clips of his stuff.
Outside.
He's mostly on Rumble now because YouTube kind of fucked him.
It's blocked. Here's Hudson.
Be Ricada Law.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Shot clock is off.
He got big. Real. Oh, no. Come on. What the fuck? That's not who I wanted it to go to.
Washington takes possession. And the Wizards making a change here.
Nick Ricada's best friend just from the Tonic song. Amazing. Yeah, no. A lot of people say some wild shit just because they really don't like Nick. Like he's had spats with people who just are like terminally online, so like them and their followers will say wild shit just to try to get someone like removed.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Washington out in front, up 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Yeah, he's had online spats with people who will literally say anything. Like he got an online spat with someone and they actually, I think it was like 53 people, I want to say, lined up from Twitter that filed an actual complaint to the Minnesota Bar Association to get his bar license removed as a lawyer. And he's like, no, they know who I am. They know what I do. They reviewed everything. And, they said some wild stuff to try to get his bar, to get him debarred. And then when they found out that, like, filing an official formal complaint with the Minnesota Bar Association means you have to put your name and real address and email on it, and that it's going to be sent to the person who is complaining, they freaked the fuck out. And then also tried to be like, he's doxing us. He's like, you literally freely gave this information. And then they tell you specifically.
The Sprint halftime report.
So yeah, it's
Sprint.
that was a wild one because it was like stupids.
For the second half of basketball. It's been a clinic from
The law is doxing us. Yeah, they tried to say he's doxing everybody, and it's like he didn't even give out he just gave out the names because he's like, listen, these are on publicly available documents. You literally gave these away. You literally gave these away publicly. When you put in the complaint, it said that that all of this was going to get sent to me. So yeah, that was a wild thing too. Like I said, they'll say whatever the hell they think will get them kicked off the internet.
And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. The Magic in third.
They've been racking up the blocks lately. So,
He got really huge during the Amber Heard and the Rittenhouse stuff.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's
Yeah, the Rittenhouse stuff was the first big one. The Amber Heard one was the second big one. That's why he's just doing like big trials now too. Like he'll live stream them because I think he literally talked about like, I want to say in super chats and stuff alone, he said he made like $250,000 just covering the Amber Heard stuff because of all of that.
This past month, he's really set himself apart. You see how he matches up numbers-wise. 12th in scoring, And in terms of rebounding, he's
Said, this is what I really look like. Yeah, he gave that picture up because people were trying to, like,
As you pointed out, it's top 15 in
it's
the
a whole
league.
thing.
He does it in a
Like I
variety of
said.
ways.
There's a lot of people who will literally say anything
For Orlando, they have had 7 opportunities
to get him
to
removed.
made good on 5 of them.
Well, impressive.
They hate him
They're
so
shooting
much.
As a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent.
Come on.
in the strike
Ah,
zone.
shit.
I mean,
Ah,
that's
shit.
impressive.
No good from Hudson.
There we go.
The Magic trail by 7. Hardaway.
Yeah, you'll find enough stuff, I'm sure. Yeah, that's how I found out about him, was through the anime stuff that he did, the Vic Mignogna
He's
stuff.
so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Don't want to get you in trouble. Well, just saying that I've seen Rekida's stuff is probably enough,
By Duncan. Stolen by
because there will be people who are like, "Oh my God, he's blah 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 blah." That's already happened.
Back to Weber. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because
Okay. Where are we at? Still down by 6.
And Steve, you look at him.
Thoughts on Ibushi?
I mean, he really
It's whatever.
has the physical
I did see people like, people are now torn between liking Ibushi because he's going to be in America and hating GCW. It's like, it's not really torn about it. You know,
Goes as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here.
I don't like GCW. And it's sad that, good for Ibushi, I guess, for coming to America, but
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I wouldn't go out of my way to go to a GCW show if he was on it.
Otherwise, things can get out of hand. So this is a
I
good
don't think
time
there's hardly anybody I would go to a show to do that for.
He's got 8. It's rebounded by Alston.
At least he's not a GCW original.
Thomas.
The GCW original guys that they tend to get tend to be either wife beaters or sexual predators or pedophiles.
4 attempts.
They just had one of the GCW guys who I haven't even heard of before, who just got outed as a pedophile.
Number 3. Guarded by Hardaway.
What was that? Antonio San Francisco, I think his name was.
Look at the night for Weber. 9 points and 1 steal as well.
Boy, he's been so good both offensively and defensively, Clark. I'm not sure which way he's been better.
I don't think he's missed a beat at either end.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The Wizards making a switch here. The Magic trail by 3. Duncan goes in with the lead.
Oh, I think he probably would have. I think he probably would have posterized them, but as long as I got the,
Everything working for him out of the half as they
as long as I
scored
got
their
them.
first 5 shots.
let's find another guy who could do a moonsault exactly.
Brand right side.
Pretty sure that was on Snapchat too, where he was caught with the screenshots, which also still leads to my belief that Snapchat and TikTok are for teenage girls and pedophiles. I'm not seeing a lot of people getting caught with this stuff on like Facebook, because Facebook is the boomer site.
Shot clock at 6.
Oh,
From deep. The offensive rebound.
Tough call there.
Shit.
A tough break for the defense.
But I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
The Wizards making a switch here.
Tyler, do you have a TikTok? No, I do not. I do not have a TikTok.
Passes to Harvey.
I've had like a friend of mine who started a TikTok because he likes to do little comedy bits and stuff because he saw other people doing comedy bits. And I don't think he's necessarily a bad person, because I've told him before to his face my feelings on TikTok, the people who are on it. And he's like, that's not that bad. I'm like, I know, I'm very much generalizing, I understand, but no, I do not have a TikTok. That's why whenever I see videos, funny videos at work, and I share them, they're from YouTube, or they're YouTube captures of TikToks. Meanwhile, I have my coworkers who actually have TikTok
Yes, and the foul.
to show me stuff.
Is on Brand.
Nice. Elton Brand's on his 4th.
Even after the whistle,
Shit.
I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind.
Free Wi-Fi is on TikTok. That's great. I'm sure they'll still post it on Twitter, and that's where I'll see it. Where I will then like it, and then you can mock me for it, but I don't care.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
No, see, I would put them under the teenage girls one. Like,
To Duncan.
I know it's I know the funny thing would be, oh, they're, you know.
Bucket in the paint, and this
I know
sort of
now is
grinded
like
it out.
Noah's like 25, I think, and now is like 35.
The ball right to the defense.
Oh no, underage 24-year-old.
And then Brand with the dunk.
You know, he may lack grace, but his length makes up for it. He can still throw it down now.
Well, you don't have to.
Underage 34-year-old woman.
It's too bad because with a little more athleticism, can you imagine?
Did you see that vid? Oh, the weightlifting one, the underage 21-year-old, and I'm just like, you are old enough to be sent to the military. I was sitting here thinking, because when I saw underage 21-year-old, I'm like,
He kicks it.
I am all for like selective service for women as well now, because it needs to be learned that if you are 18 years old in this country,
Stretch this lead.
they can ship you off to a war on the other side of the world if they want to. They have no qualms about putting a gun in your hand at 18 years old.
Down is Duncan.
Ah,
By Hudson. Hudson's got his third rebound tonight.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them.
Farrell.
Doing
Yeah.
the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Yeah, now I got Joey Swole stuff showing up on my YouTube because of it.
It's Brand. And it's Duncan penetrating. Knocked loose.
Shit.
We've got
Yeah, I wish I could rip his dick off. Huh? For trying to help you? Whatever.
Weber against Scott.
Did you actually? I saw a video of a guy because she's actually a Twitch streamer, and she doubled and tripled down on this. She was like, "Oh, no one's actually gonna think that he's a creep now. Like you see, everyone's." She was melting down over it. She was like, "No one's gonna think he was a creep." You say, "Oh, you're destroying his life." It's like no one thinks he's an awful person. And you could see, and then she was blaming Joey Swole, like, oh, he's using his millions of followers to harass me. And she's like, well, it's not him, but all of his followers are harassing me. It's like, no, they're calling you out. They're calling you on your bullshit.
Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's an
Yeah, she was having a complete meltdown about it, where she was like, this is, things are going awful and terrible, and I'm being harassed, and,
Duncan, a screen to the middle. Will it go?
oh my God, this is just going awful. Wonder how big her camera is. I mean, it's a chunk of the
The three.
it's a chunk of the space.
Duncan outside. He got
Oh my God, we're doing terribly.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit
In
deficit.
my mind, he was just looking at the camera. Oh yeah, how big her actual camera is? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Next Monday night.
I think that was even something that Joey Swole said in his response. He was like, "You're pointing at this camera at him. He can probably see it, and then you're talking to yourself. He's probably just wondering what the hell is going on."
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this match.
Ugh.
But we'll see how much things change up here.
All right,
And
all right. Things are looking a lot worse than they were
Well, they're getting
2 quarters ago.
penetration, and it's really been
Things are looking a lot worse than they were 2 quarters ago.
Put the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
6 on the shot clock. And the
Oh my God, they're hitting everything now.
and the Wizards lead by
At this point, I might just concede a loss. I'm not going to probably blow up over it, but I'm going to try, but holy shit.
Sure are. You got to come up with something, a double team, maybe a.
Oh, was that goaltending and not a foul? I thought it was a foul. That was a lot of contact.
and for the Magic.
That sucks. Jesus.
Far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the 3-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
Come on. There you go.
Whistle a foul on the shot.
And
The
one.
bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Did I just hear ball don't lie?
Washington leading now.
I heard ball don't lie. Why was Sharif's time with
Lots of room.
Sheed?
Again, the Wizards score.
Well, they haven't gotten much production.
Has that carried over into this somehow? I didn't know they even had a ball don't. I heard it. I distinctly heard it, just barely. Just barely.
For Washington, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop.
I want to think that he does that now with Sheed, even though they're not on the team anymore, not on the same team.
Magic on the break. Shoots the 3, and again it's Orlando.
All right. Bring it back down to single digits. We can work with that. We got 6.5 minutes to do it. Let's see how this. Let's see if there's a collapse here. Shit. Well, that's not going to help.
Whistle fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Checking out the game Elton Brand is having. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
I don't care right now. Just
Good idea to let him spend a little more time behind
all
the
right.
arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
And Washington making a change.
Ah.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going
6:18,
over the plan. He does
13 points
giving
back.
overall saying they've been quicker to rebounds to every
Come on, get back in bounds.
The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got
Come
to
on.
take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Come on, yes.
Shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes.
All right,
some good
10-point
shots.
game.
Those 2 things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, the passes have to be on target and on time.
Outside Thomas. Brand right side. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It goes on
I
Horace
know you're an
Grant.
internet degenerate. Uh-oh. Where is this going? Where are you going with this?
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Magic trail by 12.
Up.
Backing him down is Duncan. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
It's a long 2, but I'll take it. 2 points is 2 points.
The deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
Give me some TV shows you've been watching. I really don't watch TV shows, honestly. I gotta admit, I don't have cable or I don't have any video streaming services anymore. So I don't really have any new TV shows I've been watching. I've got games that I've been playing. I got YouTube documentaries and other videos I've watched, but as far as TV shows are concerned, not really hardly anything.
Here's Weber. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Alston's got.
All right, what do we got?
And Thomas over to help. Hardaway dishes to Duncan. Now Alston. And
Got it! Oh my God, there you go.
going to the line.
We're chipping away.
Concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall. You really have to like the work they put in at the free throw line here in the half. I mean,
YouTube documentaries, I'd have to think about it. I've watched some of the fascinating horror stuff. Watched a lot of that CoffeeZilla stuff about Logan Paul, which always is just so weird to see, where people are just like, Logan Paul's at the Rumble, and it's like, yeah, I feel like it wasn't even that long ago that people were really on the fuck Logan Paul train.
Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this
All right, it's a 5-point game.
generate those easy
The comeback is on.
Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
I need to get the bench guys in. Bench guys need to come in, so in the last couple minutes
A special move
we can have our starters
in just the second half.
fresh as a daisy.
Left side Hardaway. Here's Alston to the paint. Here's Abdul-Rahim.
Woo!
Hands to jam it in.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket
All right.
is still shaking.
Where is Duncan at? 15.
Man, he's got so much power.
So Duncan was kind of leading in the first half, and he's,
Thomas.
especially that first quarter, and hasn't done too much since.
The Magic trail by 5. Back to Duncan.
Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Go.
That
Cut.
foul
Oh.
might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
All right, let's see how Kwame does.
Brown.
Nope. Nope.
Clock at 6. And 2 free throws.
Oh.
As he misses that one.
13th team foul, and Elton Brand, I think, is out.
Brand. The Wizards making a switch here. And the first one at the line is good.
That's good. Mirasan's going to be exhausted by game's end.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Wizards leading by 3.
All right, it's a 3-point game. We got fresh guys in. If we can maintain where we're at right now, we can get those last few points up, maybe.
Thomas.
Oh, shit.
The arc. The shot no good.
Get those last few points when we've got all our starters ready to go. Ooh, ooh.
Here's Hoiberg.
There you go. Damn it, Fred.
Dishes it to Scott to tie it up. Count the bucket.
There we go.
And that'll tie this game up.
74 all.
We've seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket.
Dead Body was 2019, 4 years ago. I like that the wrestling community likes Paul now. Yeah,
They've been by far the better team.
just because he had a good match. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people being like, listen, I have never seen someone do so well in so few matches. Can you not stumble?
Scott gets the screen from Brown to the inside. And
Ooh, all right.
missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I didn't think he was going to get that.
Raped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Now, we'll keep Kwame in. We'll get all the starters ready for coming in.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
There we go.
It's a 2-point ball game.
Extreme
Time out.
That's
Let's
what
go.
Washington calls timeout.
Except Kwame will be out there instead of Alston.
148 left in the fourth quarter of this one. So Orlando.
Boy, I can't wait to get Yao back. All right, 2-point game.
Washington has possession.
Just got to close this out now.
Pass to Weber. Takes
Ugh,
it.
that's all right.
And converts the layup. Weber's got 11 points here in just the second half. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Passes it to Brown. Backs down. Duncan with the
He got it. Kwame. Let's go, Kwame.
And the Magic lead by 2.
Hey, Super Mario. How's it going?
half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Oh, we were doing terrible in the first half, but we figured it out here at the end. It's going to come down to the wire. We gotta keep them on. We gotta keep on them.
Pass to Hudson. Just
Close out. Close out on the threes. Don't let them get a score.
for the 3. Cannot hit.
Be like the real Magic and close out those threes. Oh my God! Just shut down those turnovers a little bit.
Brown kicks to Duncan.
Ooh,
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
you hear about Hogan? In what way? Other than his toilet paper thing.
Back to Brown. There's the dish to Hardaway.
Shit. How many does Kwame have right now? He's got 8. Mayberry has 5 and Hardaway has 6. He's actually got more points than Penny.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh,
No good from Hudson. Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kevin.
oh my God.
Washington's gone into a funk.
Hogan says his legs doesn't work.
One of their
I have not heard about that.
winners.
Oh my God, and he got an and one. Damn it, Sharif.
And he gave it to him.
Free throw, no good.
Oh my God, he missed.
Guys, some great
All right.
from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense.
Who's going to take this?
When it moves that crisply all over the court.
a nice game execution-wise for this club.
Here's Hardaway.
Fade away. Oh, my God.
But the last second shot is offline. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American
Damn it.
Airlines.
All right. That's fine.
And what great
That's fine.
competition we're seeing so
We'll do
far.
something about
After
this.
4 quarters of stalemate, and we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. Courtesy of
All right.
all fueled up and ready to go.
4 minutes.
The lineup for us now in overtime.
4 minutes now.
Orlando. Here's Weber. And unable there.
Up.
Well, Orlando's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%.
There we go.
And gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Exceptional play.
Whew. All right. All right.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
3-point lead is good. 3-point lead is very nice. That's not good. What were you doing? He was just standing there. How was that a back surgery? Surgery cut lower nerves in his legs. He can't feel his legs. He needs a cane. Kurt Angle reported on Fox News. Oh, wow. I mean, I know his back's always been fucked up, so it's not a...
The pass to Weber.
So you're saying we're not going to get Hulk Hogan's last match showing up anytime soon? We've seen his last match.
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
Screen by Duncan.
Oh, goddamn.
Alston with the ball. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. We played just over a minute here in OT. And they
Damn it. Oh, that was literally like a split second afterwards.
Cannot afford to make
Oh,
mistakes
my
like
God.
that here in a tight game.
Washington trailing.
Yeah, I saw the Bushi thing.
Back to Thomas.
Come on now.
Number 3. Guarded by Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Thomas. And it's
Oh,
right.
all right.
It's
That
over
was
the rim.
a bad jump, but
The simple fact that that's a
we didn't pay for it, so it's all good.
Abdur-Rahim. He's
How'd Mirasan close out so quick? What the fuck? Versus Iowa and Mike Bailey.
Well, he might as well set up shop the way he's been going to that line over and over. He's knocking them down, and that's making a difference.
and he sinks the second.
I think he probably does revolver shows in Ohio, too.
This won't cost them.
Washington calls timeout.
Not to mention, he might as well be Californian Mike Bailey, considering didn't he just win the Battle of L.A.? Didn't he just win Bola? That should be exciting footage in 6 months when it's released.
Pass to Hudson. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock.
Easy call.
Damn.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
The first free throw is good.
I'm getting nervous about this.
No good on the second free throw.
What?
And
What?
the Wizards will retain possession here.
What the hell? He just bounces off his head and he doesn't do anything? What the shit? God damn it.
Around
Yeah, Speedball's in Impact. He was
It's been a good
X Division champion not that long ago.
one. Outside
I don't know who it is now.
take the lead. And again, Washington no good.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the shot.
What is with the shit passing? Just find someone else to pass to. Holy fuck.
Number 3.
Stop passing awful. Stop it.
Duncan outside. Backs him down. There's the feed to Hardaway.
Oh my God, I hate everything.
Stolen. That gives them the lead.
Oh, I hate everything right now. Call a timeout. Just get your shit together.
After a shot like that, just shake
Am I using the EuroLeague ball just because I like it? I like it. I like the design. I thought, why not?
What an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. Duncan kicks to Alston. It's in.
There we go.
Big time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
Well, they know exactly how big that shot was.
Come on.
Pass to Hudson. He kicks to Weber.
Who's someone you wouldn't follow on Twitter? I mean, there's probably a whole lot of people I wouldn't.
He'll go to the line. It goes on Horace Grant.
Ah, God damn it.
Foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free
Miss.
throws
Miss the next one.
is here, Steve. You know
Miss
that.
the next one.
They got the clock stopped.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
That's nice work at the line, Kevin. You know, in a game this close,
This is-
you
this
have
is
to
getting-
cash in on your free throw opportunities.
Duncan with his screen on Hudson. Number 14.
Oh my God, stop throwing up the bricks.
17 points.
Stop with the bricks. There you go.
That race. Definitely. That's what
I mean, at this point, we might as well keep the starters back in.
Calls timeout.
They're tired, but whatever. Here, we'll put Kwame in.
29 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Concax checked in for the Wizards. We're now over 3.5 minutes.
Maybe a fresh center will. Okay.
Connects.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Feeds it to Brown. It's good.
Got it.
Bucket was
Oh my God.
huge. A defensive stop.
Kwame. If Kwame scores the game-winning shot against the Wizards here
Outside Thomas.
in overtime.
Pass to Hudson.
Oh my God.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Picked off.
Oh, of course he couldn't catch it. Put it in your hands and shoot.
Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they
God
kept
damn it.
cool, stayed with the game.
We tried. We really tried.
On top.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's
Whatever.
of the game.
It was a close game. It got all the way to overtime. Did what we could. We still have a great record. They're a tough team. They're a tough as shit team. And we had one of our biggest pieces not there. So it's been a thing. All right, let's get to Seattle. Did we get we still lost to Denver out of all that too. Jesus Christ. We have not been doing great this we had an amazing November leading into a good chunk of December, and now we've just fallen apart in January. I say fallen apart. We're still way up from like everybody, so it's not a huge deal, but I think at this point we should have. No, we still don't have Yao back. What the fuck? Get your sprained finger under control, and now we don't have Anthony Miller. All right, I'm thinking I should change some people around. I wonder, like a Derek Alston, I think, being the backup center. I wonder if there's someone we could get. Let's do a there it is, Trade Finder for Alston. Maybe another, and we've got like if I find a guy, especially if they're another center. Kirstich, no. Radojevic, 69. He's still got some potential. Trade Hoiberg. Hoiberg's pretty good, though. Radojevic doesn't seem that bad. He's young. Let's see. Tyrone Hill's kind of old, and they want Bender. Juan Carlos Navarro. A pick. Ron Artest. Oh, they want the Clippers pick for it. But they want to give us Ron Artest. He came after 96 though too, right? So the Lakers actually managed to get a hold of Artest. Yeah, because he was on the Pacers for a while. Let's see, Shamond Williams. I'm looking for a potential like power forward center. Irvin Johnson. Rick Smits, but he is aging. Francisco Elson, not really. I'm thinking, what was it? This Radojevic. I want to go to the trade screen just to see what he's all about. 20 million. Let me see his inside scoring. Post defense is good. 7'3". Woofta. That's a big boy. That is a big, big boy. Even Alston's only 6'11". I could roll with Radojevic. He's got salary coming up, but could work. Not to mention he might not get as much time, and that could give Kwame some minutes. Maybe. I'm very like back and forth on that. Let me see if I did Alston, but then I also gave away like my current pick because I'm not going to need this current pick. I'm going to have 3 better picks. Can I get a slightly better Brendan Haywood? Not great now. Might be great. Might be better later, though. They want Bender again. I don't want... Corey Maggette. That's not bad. Still Tyrone Hill, Navarro, Buckner. Baron Davis. That's for 2 first-round picks. Let's see. Someone pointed out that football fans find it hype when TK hugs his players. When he does it to wrestlers, they're like, what a weirdo. Of course. Baron Davis wouldn't be too bad. I don't know. I do kind of want a replacement center because right now it's kind of just Kwame. Eddie Gill, A+ potential. Kareem Rush. That's like 2 pretty damn good point guards, honestly. Eddie Gill with an A+ potential, 72 overall point guard. I mean, that's not bad at all. Baron Davis also is not bad at all. Let's see, Nesby, Rogers, Johnson, Derek Strong, Chris Mills. I think the thing that I run into is potentially having to pay somebody at that point. Because obviously, Baron Davis would be great, but I'm going to have to pay. 6 years. 5 years at $6 million a piece really isn't all that bad. That's not bad. MJ stay retired. Do you think Shaq would be a GOAT? No, because even when MJ came back, it was, I don't know. You mean if he retired in 95? I don't know. That Wizards pick, though. 3.3, and then And then, okay, so this isn't, so he's got a big boy. Okay, that's a good contract. And he's on a team one. Jesus. Man, they signed him a good contract. 6 and 7 million. For Baron Davis, that ain't bad. And that's a starter. That is a starter. That means I'd be basically getting rid of Lee Mayberry. Can I trade Lee Mayberry then? I kind of it'd be weird too, but oh, see, that's a lot of money. Oh my God. Yeah, 5.57, or I can get Baron Davis for like an extra $1 million a year. That's not bad at all. He is extra cheap for what you're probably going to get out of Baron Davis. What year is LeBron in for this month? I mean, it's 2003, and we're in the 2002-2003 season right now, so we're coming up. Can we grab somebody? Who do you have at center? Robert Traylor, Michael Doliak. That would validate it, but I don't think they want to get rid of that much. Oh. What did they want again? They wanted the Wizards pick. That and Doliak is about the same level. I'm wondering how good he actually is, like on the inside. Dunk, layup, free throw. He's a good rebounder. He's a great rebounder. Post defense is not great. Basketball IQ is pretty good. Rebounding is great. Athleticism could use a lot of work. That post defense is not great, though. What does Alston do for that? A 5-time NBA champion because he's been with us so long. So scoring post defense is kind of the same, honestly. Basketball IQ is about the same. Rebounding, okay. All right, we'll see if they take this. They have declined it. Maybe one of the not, like a Mavericks pick. Should I do Mavericks or Clippers? Will they accept that? They still decline that. Is there a way I can get you guys to there's the counter offer. That's what I was looking for, was the counter offer. So the Mavs pick, and then they will give me their second rounder. I'd hate to kind of say goodbye to Lee Mayberry because he's quite good, but I don't think I can pass up Baron Davis, especially since he's locked in for the next 5 years, and Doliak's locked in for the next 4 at a little bit more than I'm paying Alston. Actually, about the same as I'm paying Alston. In fact, a little bit less. That's actually quite a good trade. Let's do it. Much as I hate to get rid of Mayberry, I think that provides a good trade. And we got Baron Davis. We got another high profile point guard to replace Bibby wherever he went. Oh, he went to the Mavericks. I can't remember if Bibby was last year or not. So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take Baron Davis. Wasn't overly okay. Yeah, he just got traded, so it's fine. Let's see. Is there any other changes I want to make? Sharif, Bender. I think we're doing okay with that. Dennis Scott's a maybe. Scott Padgett. I wonder if we could find. No, Padgett's actually not that bad. Miller's hurt, so I can't trade him. Miller would probably be the guy if I were to trade somebody. It'd probably be him. Doliak instead of Alston. I'll take that. I'll definitely accept that. He's slightly worse, but I mean, not awful by any means. All right. I've spent a lot of time both dealing with overtime and this. So we're going into this Seattle game with a slightly different team. Oh, I should see how the rotation looks with this. All right, so Doliak right now. Yeah, he's role player because obviously Yao's going to be, if he was in, he would be able to be there, but that's not happening. So, yeah, Doliak being in there, and then Baron Davis. And we'll see how Baron Davis does. That was a good ass trade, I gotta say. And they locked him in for not a ton of money. So yeah. Yao should be back literally any day now. So, I just got to get through with, we'll see how Doliak works. Of course, we're going to put our black jerseys on. Sonics. Ooh. Should I give him the greens or the 90s ones? Let's give him or an OKC one. Let's see. Yeah, we'll give him one of those. There we go. Yeah, you know what? Oh, let's do the 90s ones. I always like the 90s ones. Those are always good ones.
Damon Bruce here. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's Tuesday night basketball.
All right. Damn, Baron Davis is he's coming in 14.7 points per game.
Without any further ado,
Sean Kemp. Oh boy, Sean Kemp's still around. Radioactive.
Welcome everyone to this 2K Sports broadcast live
All right.
downtown Minneapolis.
We've been in a slump. But we've got Doliak instead of Alston and now Baron Davis. Jesus Christ. Tim Hardaway, Jerry Stackhouse, Glenn Robinson, Sean Kemp.
He's got something more than that, Steve. I don't know if
Good Lord.
look as silly and foolish as he does with his passing. Going behind his back, dropping no look down, threading it through.
Oh, I forgot how slick this court was. Very proud of myself once again. All right, let's see how you do against Kemp. Well, I mean, he got a hand in the face. There's only so much you can do. Oh. Ah, damn it.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to start out a homestand against a team like this one, but the opportunity is there. I mean, they've got to go out and focus.
I wonder why it's Sharif so far back here, but whatever.
Shot clock at 6.
Oop.
Deep 2 from Robinson. Nice.
Damn, I mean, we're getting hands in the face and everything. And did I make this? No. I usually put it in the YouTube description, but I think his name is Hawk23. It's the Ultimate Base roster. I have a much older version of it because I haven't really updated it in a while. But yeah, I think if you go, I think it's ultimate2k.com is where you can get the Ultimate Base roster. It's like an 11 gig file or something like that. It's a big file, but yeah, it's got rosters and draft classes for decades upon decades.
Everything else falls into place.
Exactly. For them, more than most teams, so
All right.
much depends on the effectiveness of their offense.
Let's see how Baron Davis does. I forget, Baron Davis wasn't much of I can't remember if he was much of a handles guy.
Left side Davis, outside Hardaway. And that one
There we go.
coming off of Davis's feed.
Excellent feed from Baron Davis that time.
Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him.
Yeah, as far as the stuff I made, it's the court. I remade all the courts
Kicks to Hardaway.
to my own kind of vision, and obviously I remade the scoreboard. which is already based off of, you know, another scoreboard mod that someone else did, because I don't know all the hex editing for scoreboard mods. And then, of course, our team's jerseys, mostly because I haven't ever really gotten around to any other jerseys. There's just so much work involved in that.
On the wing, Davis. For the three, gets it to go.
Woo! There you go.
Davis has got his first 3 points of the game.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and you know he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Come on. Come on. There you go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Kemp went flying. Even dating back to the George McCon. Yeah, he got it all the way back to like the 50s. It's ridiculous how far back he goes. In this Undisputed game you replied to, yeah, I don't quite have the money to buy it right this second. I mean, I guess I could use a credit card, but I don't think I'm super invested into doing it unless I really, really want to play it immediately and don't want to wait till, I don't know, like Friday. There we go. Long two, but it still works. They are 6 for 6. We have literally not been able to stop them yet.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Absurd. Oh, I had to see that in my head. I was like, UBsurd, what? Oh, absurd. Spiritual successor to the, is it like it's a boxing game, so it would be like a spiritual, I think it's supposed to be like a spiritual successor to like Fight Night Champion. It's supposed to be, I think it's made in the same vein as Fight Night. And I don't know the team that's making it because I know it used to be another team. Yeah, it's a boxing game. But it used to be another team that did it, and it was called Esports Boxing Club, I think. And it really, they didn't have hardly anything that they posted about it for like a year plus. And it really did feel like the game was dead because there was like no updates on it. And people were like, uh-oh, this game's not coming out. They're announcing fighters. They're announcing what they want to do with this. And like, it's kind of funny because they're announcing like, oh, this fighter's going to be in it and this fighter's going to be in it. And we're going to have this and we're going to have this. And it's just like, oh shit, dude, I saw this before with Gridiron Champions. Is this going to be a Gridiron Champions thing where they're talking about, how great this is going to be, and then it never comes out. And then I think another company bought whatever they were doing and took it over and turned it into Undisputed, and then actually made some progress. And now we have at least an early access game. 90% of the NBA players from the 40s and 50s are not right. I mean, yeah, to be fair. Yeah, besides the top stars. To be like a lot of the 90s stars in like 20 years are going to be unrecognizable. How many people in 2040 are going to know who Sharif Abdur-Rahim is? Like, they're going to know Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Magic Johnson. Like, you know, anyone who was like a like a second-tier NBA star, you know, in 30 years, is Gary Payton going to be one of those guys that people talk about all the time? As good as he is. Even Penny at that point, you know, in 30 years, people would be like, you know, oh, you mean the old coach at Memphis? Oh, no, he was an NBA player at one point. Oh, Barron's been killing it behind the line right now. Shit. That's my fault.
I thought the defense was moving there. Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here.
Yeah, Brad Doherty, Mark Price. Only a few select like people in Vancouver are gonna know about Bryant Reeves. You're going to have like 60, 70-year-old people being like, back in my day, the Grizzlies were in Vancouver, and we had big country.
Takes the three, and yes, sir, that one drops.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up.
They're only going to know him from like NBA Jam.
Playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Backing him down. Here's Bender. The shot.
Woo!
Brown making the play.
Well, I mean, at least we're hitting the threes.
Coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Thought she's a NASCAR and NBC guy and a NASCAR team owner. Oh, yeah.
Feeds it to Henderson. Makes the lead pass. Gets it to go.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working
I
beautifully.
mean, so is isn't there somebody else who just did isn't there someone noteworthy who started up a NASCAR team? Fuck, who was it? Someone really notable just started up, just like bought some sort of like NASCAR team that isn't ever related to NASCAR. It was like, oh my god, right? Who just did that? Someone just did that.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out.
MJ? No. It wasn't MJ. It was somebody else. Like literally just, I don't even think it was like a NASCAR Cup team. Like I know MJ's got the 23XI, but there was someone else who just did one. Let me.
And Seattle making a change here. Pax checked in.
Oh, see, now I gotta do this. Oh my god.
Picked him clean. Here's Mobley. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Oh, I'm in the middle of this. I can't look. Jimmy Johnson. No, it wasn't Jimmy Johnson. It was a really off the wall. New.
Cost them some foul trouble. I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Someone just had a new team.
Time out of the game right here. They're moving on after
Is it Emmett Smith? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point
Was it?
shooting
Is it?
their worst enemy in that game.
Was it another football player? Was it like Barry Sanders or someone? I think it was another. I think it was a football player. Was it Emmett Smith, or I thought it was like Barry Sanders, or it was somebody? Because like they're showing like Pitbull, and it's like, isn't he part of the 23XI thing?
Number one, the Magic.
Well, these two teams have been consistent all season, thanks to having.
It might be Emmett Smith.
I think they've had great offensive
Now that I'm
games
thinking about it, because I almost distinctly remember it was a football player or Barry Sanders. It was a football player. I swear to God, it was.
They trail by 6.
Oh, God damn it!
The Magic have shot just
I think it was Emmett Smith.
1 for 1 in the
He
game.
showed up on the headline for that, so that might be who I'm thinking of.
Right around that 78% mark.
Shit, that was way early. That was way early. God damn it. Justin Marks and Pitbull is Team Trackhouse. Okay. That's okay, yeah.
Second from the line.
They're Trackhouse, and then MJ and somebody else is 23XI.
There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
I saw Emmett Smith in a headline for NASCAR team owners. That might be who I'm thinking of, because I know it had to have been a football player that I was thinking of.
Decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And so here's Orlando. Here's Tinsley.
Tinsley.
Sends it from downtown.
A little confusion defensively.
This is a high scoring first quarter. This has the potential of
Shot and game clock.
speeding through it. Alvin Kamara.
Tinsley covering.
I don't know. Has he got something?
Here's Skidishvili.
Ooh, nice. Get it to Kwame.
Backing down is Brown. 2 on the clock.
Oh, that's all right. Back to the line.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Let's go. 3 for 4. That's what we're looking for. One more here, and we'll go 3 for 4.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year.
There we go.
Not really enough to raise any red flags to become alarmed about it.
The first quarter
All right. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Sonics lead by
See, that's, yeah, you say NASCAR sounds like something Brett Favre would get into. That was the thing that I heard with, like, Emmett Smith was, like, because I was sitting there thinking, it was like, you know, I could see, like, a white football player, like a Peyton Manning decided, no, I'm, you know, when you see someone like Peyton Manning or Brett Favre, you think like that. You wouldn't think, like, Emmett Smith is getting into NASCAR. Mostly because NASCAR is very much like a southern white guy kind of sport.
Second quarter, up and going. And we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
Just the start they wanted to this.
MJ was shocking. Because, yeah, if you told me Brett Favre decided to start up a NASCAR team, it's not that shocking. I don't know why. Something about that's just not super shocking. Or it's like, well, you know. I think he's from Alabama, too, so it's like, you know, well, they got Talladega and places like that. Makes sense. 6.1 blocks per game. We are killing it in the blocks.
They've got a lot of guys who love the three-point shot, and they do a good job of
MJ was a fan as a child, and then he attended races, yeah. Like, because if Brett Favre owned a team, first off, he'd probably funnel money from the state of Alabama. But second off, he'd probably call up Wrangler, like, hey, do you guys want to sponsor a car? Oop.
And so it looks like the Supersonics will retain possession here. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just
come on.
to the midway point of the season. You look at Orlando, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And of course, the Detroit Pistons.
Baron Davis. Oh, he was fishing for it, but he still got it anyway. Fishing for a foul. Didn't matter. All right, Baron Davis is already doing good, right? He's already got 8 points, so he's doing fine. Already a great start to this run with Baron. That's all right. Copperfit or that razor he endorses. I guess now I don't know what Brett Favre endorses. He's just always been Wrangler. Yeah, North Carolina. Being from North Carolina also, yeah, getting into racing makes sense. There's just nothing but NASCAR tracks everywhere. Oh, come on. That was an A+. Hey, Doliak doing good, too. What is his last name? Can you give it to him? Fortson. No, Robinson. Who was the other guy who got the foul? I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name.
Kemp's there. Back to Hardaway. Orlando moving the ball around. Into Tim Duncan.
Wow, they just let him run right into the paint.
Right back to the basics there.
Okay.
One-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those.
Everyone's sitting on their hands now. What are you doing, Kemp? What is this?
Just 5 on the clock.
All right, last time they did this nonsense, they allowed a score anyway. Ah, of course.
Stackhouse has got his second basket of the night.
He got a great read.
All right, we're gonna run some pick and rolls here. Ooh, there you go. There you go. Boom! Look at that.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
Oh, I forgot how nice it is. You know what? I always had Mayberry as a backup. I forgot since the Bibby days how nice it is to have just a playmaking point guard.
Kemp can't hit.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Oh, fishing for something there.
Outside, Davis. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Oh.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Davis. Wants to get it to Duncan and does.
There you go. There you go.
Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
The only NBA jam you know is EA's. Oh, my God. Oh, I feel so old. No, don't say that. The only NBA jam I know is the 2011 version. Ah!
Rebounding shooting guards of the past month. Look at Stackhouse, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
To be fair, I didn't play that much jam, but I played a lot of hang time. I played the shit out of NBA hang time, which was basically jam.
Yeah, I agree with you. much as you can do to help your team, you increase your value. And
Okay.
and the guys on this list give their team a
Glenn
huge
Robinson's
boost in
like,
their ability to
the
squeeze
fuck
arm.
just happened?
Magic leading by 6.
I tell
Well,
you,
they
he
just
can
fell
do a
apart
lot
right
more
there.
damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did
Come on.
plenty of damage
Come on.
anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
And that one's
Wow. Wow.
6 points for Robinson.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. And, of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And also, he
No,
catches a
no,
lot of
no.
defenders off
Oh.
balance, Steve, with his ability to pull up and
Nice.
shots off the bounce. It's a very effective skill to have.
The
And now
Beastie
we can
Boys,
see
Team
them really
EA.
working it inside.
You played your own music in game. I remember. Remember when you used to play your? Remember when you used to be able to import your own music,
And Stackhouse
and they
gets
took
the
that
ball.
out?
Here's Fortson. The shot
Ah.
good. The Magic go the other way with it. The dish to Duncan. Backing down. Gives him the lead.
Okay. Oh,
And it's going to be 2 free throws.
damn.
No contact on
That's
the
all
shot.
right.
Let's see some of
Drew a foul out of that. Still probably make the 2 points anyway.
Have been excellent. 6th in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and he's been such a good offensive player. His patience, his efficiency, he's ranked in the top 10
There you go.
field goal percentage.
And Steve, I think where he's ranked on the rebounding list tells you a lot about
Rick
his game
Smits.
right now. I mean, he's a smash mouth glass eater.
Scott hits them both. Here's Hardaway. Right now,
Yeah, like I'm wondering if in like 30 years that like second tier, or like late 80s, early 90s guys get completely forgotten.
2-1 Miro. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro,
There we
you can't
go.
make excuses for
Come on.
missing that one.
All right, all right.
To Hardaway.
It's fine.
Now the feed to
Shit. No, fuck you, Stackhouse.
throws down the
Damn it.
breakaway jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Davis drives in.
Damn it.
Duncan, the pass to Scott.
Oh, that's forever away.
Range. Shot is off.
I don't know why he did that. I don't know, but I pretty much had to commit at that point because passing out of the shot would have been an instant turnover anyway.
Dishes it to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Number 11.
Nope.
Rebounded by Hardaway.
Good, tough defense there, getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
All right, let's see here.
Reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for you.
The drive by Duncan.
I meant to pump fake. I don't know why I didn't. Everything is slowed way down now, I think. Let me see. 19-9. Yeah. I mean, we're still kind of on pace, but
7 points for him.
they are most certainly not.
Warriors in Oakland. Chipped in with a couple of blocks, too, so just giving you a hint of his potential impact
Nope, nope.
at the defensive end.
Stackhouse gets the bucket. Stackhouse has got 6 in the quarter.
But it looks like he's
Ah.
found his footing in this game. His first quarter was
That's all right.
a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Sonics making a switch here.
Kemp and Smits? Jesus. They're going big for this one.
There's 1:54 left here in the second.
I don't think I'm going to be able to. Okay, yeah, just. Wow, Rick Smits just fell asleep right there. I'll take it. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, oh no, our big men aren't going to be able to handle Sean Kemp. And then Smits just fell asleep and Duncan just jogged over to the basket. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, and Davis. Davis has got that defensive skill. Penny, not so much.
Good on the layup. Stackhouse has got
An answer? Baseball, I guess. Yeah, that'd be probably what it is.
He has yet to miss a shot.
Shit.
Here's Duncan. Can't hit.
Ah.
The Supersonics taking it the other way. Chapman the pass to Stackhouse.
Damn. Oh, my God almighty. Get that shit out of here.
No good. Nice defense from Chapman.
Damn it.
See the defense
All right, that's
get out
fine.
of his
That's
way a
fine.
lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
The Magic making a switch here.
Oh, my God. Dumbass. Dumbass I am. All right, Hoiberg.
Hoiberg, guarded by Hardaway. Doubled by
They're double teaming Hoiberg.
shot off the screen. And the shot
There you go. Long two, but he makes it. That might be why they're double teaming Hoiberg.
Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight.
In baseball, I have no idea.
2 seconds separate.
I have no idea.
Hardaway kicks to Robinson. Yes, and it's
Ooh.
Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight. It's blocked.
Oh my God. Jesus. I thought he wouldn't just
And Orlando has possession.
finger roll it in like that.
Here's Doliak.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Wrap up the second quarter.
Damn.
It's
It's a good try.
up by 5. And we'll
5
get it going
points. That's
after
not
this
bad.
From the Target Center.
MWG used to stand for minimum wage gaming, but mostly because of the types of games that I play are like older games. And to be fair, I'm still kind of in that groove. It's just, you know, I was playing a lot of newer stuff usually. Now I'm kind of back to playing older stuff.
He's got 10 points and is also sharing the ball.
Besides like hockey and TEW. And even then, TEW's 2.5 years old now.
Dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets
I don't
they
have
want.
anything to drink anymore. I just have my
Doing his
ice.
thing. You can't complain about the way he stepped up. Now let's check out the other games still in progress.
I'm a little afraid to like get up and moving to try to grab something.
About midway through the third out there. And another one
I'll be
also in
fine.
progress. The San Antonio Spurs trailing the Raptors out in Toronto. They're looking at a 10-point deficit in the
WR3D.
third there.
I mean,
Another
I have Wrestling Empire,
lead against the Knicks
and I
in
had
New York.
Ramen yell at me because I played Wrestling Empire not on stream.
Stopping in with us. It's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, who are all ready with the call in the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to start the
Yep.
quarter. Players had a chance to get
5
hydrated
points.
with Gatorade. And there's certain to be
All right, let's see what we got.
It's been one outstanding game from Stackhouse.
Well, in terms of
I had one of my friends make fun of me with that too because I was trying to mod something on here and a DLL file got like corrupted and I had to find like a whole.
On the court for
Oh.
Orlando.
Now you're bringing in the.
And here is Hardaway.
I forgot I made that. I feel like
Outside Robinson.
at some point, yeah, there's been a point like all this year, so in the last few months so far that I've thought about like I need to come up with something related to my YouTube channel that isn't like the straight edge thing because I'm not really straight edge anymore for obvious reasons. But yeah, I still haven't really come up with. I might change it to like MW Gaming, but I feel like that. I think there were other people who were that too, so I'd have to find something to change that stuff to,
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
just so everything's like, just so everything's sort of
You know, there's been some improvement in the
like
this
it's
year.
synergized.
Percentage is taking a little jump compared to last season.
And you know what? Even with the hello, there we go. Completely silent.
Robinson hits them both.
There you go.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here.
And I still don't play COD. I do play some Minecraft, just not on stream because I'm not gonna.
And two
Ah.
free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle.
YouTube, Twitch streamer until you find a job once you're out of high school. I mean, you can try. The only downside is I want to say there's something. I saw something talking about how many hundreds of thousands of channels are going on Twitch at any given time. And like if you manage to have more than I think it's like 7 viewers or something like that concurrently, you're like basically in like the top 1% of all people who actually stream on Twitch. Might be like 12 or something.
There's the pass
if you average like 12 viewers.
Backs him down. Fires from 14. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Ah,
Well, I
There
like
you
the
go.
defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Kicks to Davis. Lets it
Ah.
to the wing.
oh,
So he will
Baron
cross the line.
fucking Davis!
Three-point play chance here.
Holy shit!
And this
Oh, that's so early. Why did I do that? Oh my God, he still made it. Jesus Christ. Baron Davis is God.
Terrible number, but something that could definitely improve.
We've seen some obvious
We playing
improvement
Senran Kagura All-Star Sperm Ejection. I don't know. I've got enough Senran Kagura games.
feeds to Robinson.
Play some Peach Beach Splash. Some Peach Ball.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side.
Ooh.
Of the ledger, and
That was some movement there for 3. Oh my God. That's not a foul?
Sonics trail by 9. Outside Robinson.
To be fair, I've still been buying a bunch of cheap ass games. It's just now instead of buying them like physically and having them mailed in like 360 stuff, because I did buy a bunch of bargain bin 360 games that I have sitting on my shelf over here. Now it's like bargain bin Steam games that I've bought on like Fanatical or other bundles that add up to like $1.50 a piece.
Outside Hardaway. Drills the
There we go.
Hardaway is
Not Peach Ball. That was a legendary
The
stream.
more these three-pointers continue to drop,
I think there's other games. Did I play? I'm pretty sure I played Omega Labyrinth Life.
they've not been able to take that shot.
I think I did one stream of that.
Let's pause for just a
I've been playing, I mean, as far as anime girl games go, I still got a couple. I've been playing Nigate Tale,
number 1, the Magic.
which is like a Chinese game, I think. I know it's Chinese because it's been poorly translated, and I think it's going to be stuck in early access hell.
Hardaway, and it's blocked by
Get blocked!
He kicks it to Davis.
Oh, God damn it. What are we at with some of these guys? Damn, even Sharif's only got 7 points right now.
Turnover. There's the dish to Stackhouse. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Guys, that's simple.
Honey Pop can't be streamed. Yeah, I streamed it back before they officially
Clark, what they wanted the
shit canned it.
offense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball. Because you
Or I think I streamed it back when I was still on Hitbox, when they didn't care. I think that was the other one. That's what I probably did.
Doing at the foul line since halftime. I mean,
Physical
they've
or
been
digital
perfect so
media.
yeah, sometimes
I don't know. I'm a physical guy, honestly.
comfortable and
Like a lot of Switch games, especially with like Switch games and stuff, because I'm sitting here. I still do obviously a lot of digital stuff, like obviously with my giant ass Steam library, but
Here's Pat.
I like physical if I can.
Here's Mobley. His three-pointers off the mark.
with the success
Some
they've
Twitch
had
alternate.
rebounding
Oh yeah,
the
what is
basketball,
Hitbox?
they're
Yeah.
right where you
It was one of the failed
firmly
Hitbox. Hitbox was a failed Twitch alternate before even Mixer came along.
Brown. Bust up
Hey.
in traffic. Brown's got 9. Sonics trail by 12. Here's Pat.
An alternative called Kick. They got what is it?
Off the back rim, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just
Oop.
couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Baron Davis, he's checked in.
What's the one that there's one. Yeah, NL switched to it and they were in with them, but then as soon as Twitch let them back in,
To Tinsley.
as soon as they served their time on Twitch, they're like, "Yep, we're leaving."
Brown kept with the steal.
It was like, oh, the Hitbox guys were so nice to him and trying to cultivate something, and then as soon as they could, they left.
Tinsley dishes to Brown. Backs down.
Oh,
Stolen by Henderson. Here's the break.
now if there's I don't know, Rumble really isn't for, like, there's not a lot of video game streams on Rumble, I feel.
Sure was a stylish finish.
There's I know there's Odyssey, D Live, which D Live is, I think in that last throes of life, I think Odyssey might be kind of the same way. Like where Hitbox was, where if you have like more than 10 viewers, you're going to be like on the front page because no one really has more than 10 viewers. There's the one that I forget. There's one more. I forget what it is. Oh, Trovo. I was like, whatever low tier God streams on now that he got canned from YouTube. Trovo. I should do that. You know what I should do? That's a great idea. I should do a webcam and have a webcam, but you got to pay me $40 for me to turn it on stream.
Getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Baron Davis really getting it done today.
Vaughn.live. I don't even think I've heard of that one.
Now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in block.
I think I joked about that with my friend at work, how I was going to start doing like DSP type stuff. I'm going to be sitting here going, okay, guys, I've been going for almost 2 hours now, and as we all know, I've received no tips, no super chats, no bits. I've received no bits. Support. I'd like to get support up. You guys seem to enjoy the talk. You guys seem to enjoy the discussion. We're having fun. It's a fun, chill stream, and I don't know. For some reason, support's just really low, guys. It'd be really cool for my day off on Saturday. One built by former Mixer streamers? I have no idea. Would it be Odyssey? I don't know. $40 for 1 second of webcam action. What the fuck? You got this. Oh my god. Whatever. That works. Support's been really low tonight. Just saying. Thank God I have a day job. Thank God I have a day job that pays well and I live within my means, where I can just come here and unwind and enjoy and not have to worry about things.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Davis with it. Now defended by Stackhouse.
Okay. Fuck it. Damn it.
Target from 3-point range. Sonics trail by 12. 59 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
I'll polish you off. Oh, that sounded awful.
He feeds it to Davis.
Let's see. Biddies, yeah. Where's the biddies, guys?
Outside Robinson. Hardaway. There's the screen.
I hate that that's like one of the few things that I've like really spent my time just diving into, not actively participating in, but I don't know. It's like watching like that's if you want to know my TV shows that I watch, that's what I watch is DSP and people who restream him talking about the bullshit that he pulls. Because why watch reality? Why watch reality TV when you can watch a 40-year-old man threaten and actually ban people? Uh-oh. Threaten and actually ban people for not paying him a certain amount of money.
Coming up this Friday, January 24th, the Washington Wizards hit the road.
The New Orleans Wizards.
State Warriors, East.
I need to change that so that it's like I need to change like kind of the official ones because it's still the old. It works. Whatever. I'm not super worried. I can always just change it when the game happens. Up by 12, so that's good. Yeah, there it is. Chicken Philly. Is that Is that his name? That's going to be his name for me now.
He's been getting it done, really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stack.
Ooh, nice.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
And for Seattle.
Does that actually work? Does what actually work? Okay, we already know who's playing for the Sonics. Bunch of people and then Chicken Philly.
Orlando grabs the
Oh, yelling at people for not paying you money? Apparently it does. Man makes a 6-figure salary somewhat. Man makes 120 grand a year, I think, this last year doing that. Routinely hits like over $50 a stream. And then he does 2 streams a day, so over $100 a stream. To just, you know,
Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
to just
Definitely one to be checking out.
have certain people, because it's only so many people now. But yeah, to guilt people into giving you money for some odd reason. But that's the thing, is you have to take on, you cannot take on too many intelligent people who know grifting. You have to, that's the thing, is it's like, why are you here? That's the Rockets mascot. Why is the Rockets mascot here? Oh no.
Orlando making a change here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey,
I was thinking it was called Glimish.
I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry.
Oh.
So I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
Scott kicks to Davis. Out to Hardaway. The tray.
Damn it.
Rebounded by Kemp.
This is
Kemp's
just
fifth rebound in this one.
painful. Oh, damn.
Foul, a chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Penny.
Great.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
Is the Rockets mascot here? You know what? It's probably because there's something in the there's a there's one of the big reasons why I'm able to do so much stuff here is I kind of learned what files do what and how to change things in a program called Red MC, which is sort of like a catch-all modding program that is now free for NBA 2K14. And part of that, as you can kind of see, is you can set like what the stadium is. You can set like what the floor is based on the file. If you kind of know what you're doing, it's not too bad once you learn how to do it. And so I think one of the things is I changed around some of the teams to make it fit. To when I was changing some of them around, and I think this Seattle's probably stuck at Houston, where you can there's like a number associated with it. Like there's certain numbers associated with certain cities in this game, and whatever Seattle is probably just set up to whatever Houston's number is, which is why Houston's deal is here. Or they might be using Houston's. No, the arena wouldn't matter. I think the city is what would matter. Or the team something. There's like a team ID, I think. There's a whole thing about it that I don't generally mess with, which is why there are weird things that happen. Caffeine.t. I have not heard of that one before. So you get these weird little things where I've been able to change logos and scoreboards and floors and all that stuff. But then I didn't end up messing with like city IDs and stuff like that. Which is why I want to say it's Dallas. That whenever I'm at home, they say I'm in Dallas. Because I didn't change it to whatever the city ID is for Orlando. So whenever I play a home game, they're like, "Oh, we're here live in Dallas," and it's like, not really.
Here's Stackhouse. He passes to Hardaway. Trains it from beyond the
Imagine go to Seattle for some Texas barbecue.
If you give him that much
Yeah. Oh, 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 go, 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 go.
It's his fourth foul. And
Oof.
I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
I should have just gone up for the shot. I think that would have been a shooting foul. There you go. That's going to be a foul. A shooting foul.
On that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, because I was actually messing around on another save with stadiums, because I've been looking at some of the stadiums and just because there's not a lot of like big custom stadiums, but there's a lot of smaller gymnasiums that have been created. That if I ever did like a mod that was like a small time independent league with like shit players, I could do them in small gymnasiums.
Dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Tries to save it. Just 4.
Oh my God!
Fast break. Here they come.
Get there, Baron!
Stackhouse, and
Oh.
he jams it with authority.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
They always make you look bad. If they do always look uncomfortable or they don't want it, not judging just what? I feel like there's a whole line of question that has been cut out of this. Like the PBA in the Philippines. Yeah, I think someone made like Rio's stadium for like the Olympics
Time called here. The
back in like 2016. There's a lot of like little high school ones too, because someone did a high school hoops mod for this. And it's, yeah, there's a lot of small like little high school looking gyms.
He's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Oh, the peach ball thing. Oh yeah, it's, all the Senran Kagura stuff looks like that. They all look uncomfortable when they're. You can probably look at the Bon Appetit streams that I did too, where they look like they're kind of crying when they've lost and they've lost all of their clothes, and they're just covered in whipped cream and chocolate. Woo! God damn. Where are we at with this? Oh damn! The love has been spread everywhere. That sounded awful, but yeah. On the other side of that, Stackhouse has had to carry this team to where they're at. Hardaway's got 5. Kemp has 4. Davis or Duncan could walk away with the player of the game. I kind of want to give it to Baron Davis. I want to give Baron Davis a few extra points, just so his first game with the Magic is a big win over the Sonics, one of the other top teams in the league, and he becomes player of the game to show instantly what a great idea it was to get him. Fuck, come on, Doliak. PBA, British Basketball Association. I don't think they've done that. I don't know. There've been FIBA or FIBA mods. I've heard FIBA before with the federal, the FIBA. There's definitely a Eurobasket mod, a fairly recent Eurobasket mod, I think. I think someone else is working on a much more recent one as well for this. Yeah, realistically, as far as the Philippine stuff is concerned, that's probably what you're going to see a lot of, because as far as I know, most of the biggest mod work has moved to like Facebook pages, and they're like Filipino dudes who do it.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable.
So it's mostly like Filipino dudes who do a lot of the modding anymore for this game. I mean, obviously, you still got guys like Hawk23 doing updates to Ultimate Base roster and stuff like that, but yeah, as far as like scoreboards or stuff like that, I mean, it tends to be Filipino dudes, CB or ANBL. I don't think either one of those. I've only seen the Philippine one, FIBA, and Eurobasket, and then of course fictional stuff like anime mods. I know there used to be a Toon Squad one.
Shot is off. And Orlando the other way now.
where they did their best to try to have like in-game versions of
Doesn't go either for Davis.
you know, Looney Tunes and Monstars and all
Just
that.
one of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in
I have
the
to beat
fourth.
my Sonics this badly. Hey, it's only by 10. It's not that bad.
Rebound by the Magic.
Oh, there you go. Go, 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 go.
He won't miss that shot next time he takes
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Davis with the finish.
Barrett Davis.
Already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
It'd be great, though, if we could get that, like, people heading to the exits thing like they used to do in the games.
it all.
I say like they used to do, like this game isn't
Guys, they can
almost
get
10 years
the ball
old.
if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Duncan. Back to Davis. Duncan with a screen on Hardaway. Into Tim Duncan.
There you go.
Davis with the assist.
They didn't take their time.
It is over. Good, solid win after the really tough loss in overtime. Oh, you're taking out someone in the front row.
It's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Duncan's just walking out like, yep,
Clark Kellogg's
game over.
Endorse
See ya.
Sport. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this
I need to get like more
presentation
updated
of Sports.
Dornas here too, so that you know the old Gatorade and Miller Lite logos aren't in there. Like those are some old ass Pepsi logos. Yeah, the leagues make it. Yeah, I do understand that. I think NBA 2K still kind of does that though. I feel like if you're blowing somebody out by 30, I think at NBA 2K they are doing the less people in the building. Like you don't see everybody leaving, but there's definitely less people towards the end of a game if it's clearly a blowout. Like, but you don't do that in Madden anymore. They used to do it in Madden. Like 10 years ago they did it in Madden. When there was a blowout, people would leave, but NFL got mad about that. Oh, Kings get Rick Smits from Sonics. Wait, that literally just happened? Wait a minute. We just played Rick Smits. Yes, we did. Oh, no. We beat the Sonics by 15. We made Rick Smits look bad, and the Sonics immediately trade him to Sacramento. Oh, no. Was that us? Was that our doing? Rick Smits gets immediately traded. Yeah, that Davis for Mayberry trade, I'll even sacrifice some picks for that. I didn't realize we had so many first round picks. NCAA banning dunking, did they? In the games or in real life? Because I haven't heard about them doing that in real life. Mobley for Sonics, Kings trade, Knicks trade Mobley for Sonics Williams. Wait a minute. Oh, that was okay. I was sitting here thinking, did they trade away like 2 players already? Oh, Pippen is on the Jazz with Kobe. That's also semi-cursed. All right, let's see here. Miami, no. LA. No, we'll skip past them. Yeah, and that one, and that one, and that one. So that'll take us to Denver, Minnesota. We'll look at Minnesota and see where we're at with that. Sim that. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so we won what? After that, we won 5 of 6. We dropped to Toronto. Let's see here. Minnesota. Oh, yeah, Minnesota they were at an 89, so they obviously lost someone big. There you go. Milwaukee will skim through as well. There's a win. 2 weeks left until the trade line. Kings are only an 86. Let's see here. First round pick, Melvin Ely for Kwame. No, we're going to keep Kwame. Win over Kansas City. Let's see here. Voshkel for Kwame. People really want Kwame now. There you go. I think Phoenix is our next one. By the way, we're at a 95 now. They really want, and they want the first round pick. Who are you asking for this? Kwame in a first round pick. You're giving me shit. You are giving me absolute garbage, my man. That first round Mavericks pick. Wait a minute. Was that ours? No. Okay, that was theirs. No, did we already give away their first round pick for next year? Yes. All right. We literally are just down to the Clippers pick, which is fine because, I mean, even though it's 2003 draft and we know it's going to be a top tier draft. Oh, no. What? Tim Duncan snubbed in the All-Stars. Tony Parker snubbed in the All-Stars. Oh, no. Oh, now I got to see what the All-Star, what do the All-Stars look like? We don't have a starter. Let's see. Allen Iverson, Damon Jones, Dirk Nowitzki, Lamar Odom, Vince Carter, Steve Francis. Really? You're going to put Damon Jones over like Penny and then Lamar Odom over like Duncan or Sharif? Richard Hamilton gets his first appearance. There's Sharif in his fourth. Elton Brand, Somalia Samaki, Andre Kirilenko, Serbiak. Serbiak gets his first appearance. Kansas City, who? The Kings. I moved the Kings from Sacramento to Kansas City. I guess. Did I say that they got moved to Sacramento? Yeah, I moved. Did I say Smith's got traded to Sacramento? Yeah. Kansas City. I moved the Kings to Kansas City. Let's see. Kobe, Paul Pierce, Shaq, Kevin Garnett, Grant Hill. I can't complain about any of those. Those all make sense. Andre Miller, Manu, Jamal Mashburn, Pau Gasol. That makes sense. Pau Gasol, the Kings, Pau Gasol. Alonzo Mourning, Gilbert Arenas, Antoine Walker. I could deal with that. Okay. Oh, right. Rising stars. Any rising star? Oh, yeah. Yao Ming, even though he's hurt, well, I think he's back. So I think, okay, so it's the first year. It's usually the first year guys versus the second year guys. So the rookies, Tony Parker, Amari, Yao Ming is going to be the starting forward. Why is he not the center? He's like 7'4", 7'6" or something. It's Yao Ming. Jamal Tinsley got sixth man for the sophomores, though. And then dunk contest, Marcus Hyslop, Larry Kettner, Gerald Wallace, and Chris Porter. Three-pointers, Damon Jones, Jason Richardson, Kobe, Richard Hamilton, Anton Jameson, Isaiah Ryder. Figured like, I don't know, I think Kid's still playing, Grant Hill, Steve Nash. These guys aren't in this. I don't know if Hornacek's still playing, but you think at least like Nash or, yeah, like Grant Hill's still playing. You think these guys would get it? Oh, well. I think that was it, right? Yep. So there it was. Let me see what the award races looked like for that. MVP. Oh, this is the MVP race. Grant Hill, Lamar Odom, Damon Jones, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Kobe Bryant. Ooh! Sharif is ahead of Kobe in the MVP voting right now, but Grant Hill could potentially get it. All right. Good to know. Rookie of the year, Stoudemire or Yao Ming? Ooh, maybe I got to feed Yao as well. Get him over Stoudemire. Did Yao win in real life in 2002? Or did Amari win? It really could have, it felt like it could have probably gone either way. Sixth man, Turkoglu, Rashawn Leonard, Jamal Crawford, Derek Anderson. Yeah, I don't think we have a lot of sixth men that carry the load, but Hito Turkoglu sounds like a guy who would do that. Defensive player, we don't have any there. Whoops. Most improved, Samaki, Arenas, Brad Miller, Jason Richardson, Troy Murphy. Yeah, MVP. So there's a possibility we can get Sharif. It's going to take a bit, I think, because, I mean, some of these guys, are on teams where they're literally carrying the entire load. Yeah, see, he's got 33.6 points per game. That's ridiculous because he's probably carrying Phoenix So it's kind of hard to beat that when you're playing against guys who average almost 30 points a game or more because they're carrying the load for their team. 22.3 is quite commendable. It's slightly less than what he's been getting, but then again, he's had amazing players around him too, so it makes sense. 27 points per game for Kobe. The guy later named just Nene. Probably. What was he? Nene Hilario. Yeah, he just ended up being Nene later on, but he's still got a last name here. So yeah, that's Nene. Okay. Yeah, it's possible. One All-Star. No Penny, no Duncan. Probably going to be even worse now that we're spreading it towards Baron Davis as well. I think I'll probably keep everything the way it is, though. We're doing pretty good. We're doing extremely good on our sim control and everything else, so I'm not going to deal with that. All right, so we've got Phoenix, and then the All-Star break, and then looks like Golden State and Bulls in Houston. So 2 more streams, and we'll finish out February. We finished out January pretty well. So yeah, Phoenix, Golden State, 2 home games, and then 2 road games, Chicago, then Houston. And then we'll be into March towards the end of the year. Oh my God. Then we immediately go back to Utah, Houston. We are not getting far. We're not getting very far in this. And then, yeah, I see Chicago and Lakers are a maybe. Everyone else, God damn, dude, Washington's a 96. It was rare for us, even in our best times, to hit 96. That's ridiculous. Either way, all right. It is time for me to head to bed because it is like 12:15 for me. I need to go sleep. Don't smoke, don't do drugs. I'm just a fat ass. Wow. You have me to a T. I'll probably have to do the February. I could do the February development drills next time anyway. So we'll have the trade deadline stuff dealt with anyway. So our team will be pretty much locked in at that point. So all right, I'll save this one more time just to be sure. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll just save that as well, just in case I want to test anything. Oh my God. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. If you guys are watching on YouTube, I appreciate you watching on YouTube as well. It's been fun. And yeah, we'll have the All-Star break and we'll be heading towards the end of the regular season. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time.